How do you differentiate ego and self-challenge using weights?
We didn't know back in my day, but I wish, or at least I didn't know, the collagen, the vitamin C, the vitamin B, the vitamin D, do some compound movements, keep it full range, start light.
Some of the best foods for strength and recovery then?
Obviously, make sure that you're in a good protein rich foods, but protein in a good surplus of your body weight. So you know that you're getting enough protein to feed the muscles, recover the muscles. And then on top of that, obviously you want to try to keep those muscles filled and recovered in the sense of good glycogen, good carbohydrates to fill the body so you can keep going back in, keep working so your mind can work, so your body can function. And so also, so you don't turn your body from using carbohydrates to using protein as energy. You never want to do that. And so that's the people that I worry about that go really, really low carbs. And then they get carb sensitive and they're like, wow, I don't know why I'm carb sensitive. You don't know why? You just dieted for 6 months. You have no clue why you got carb sensitive?
Because they don't know the full story.
Yeah.
Someone said, hey, you want to lose weight? I got this plan for you.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell them
But it's a great question. But I would also incorporate, and we didn't know back in my day, but I wish, or at least I didn't know, the collagen, the vitamin C, the vitamin B, the vitamin D. There's such good nutrients and secondary stuff that feeds the connective tissue, which you need to do. All right. And then there's certain proteins also that I would like you guys to have outside of just the basic fish and egg whites. I want you to get some red meats in there to really feed that body. Oh, I love this. So this is what I was talking about earlier is, again, I put up a funny, it's funny because I knew that it would trigger people. But it was basically just showing you how silly social media is. That don't get so riled up. Don't get so riled up about somebody posts something. You know, it's like you don't like something, just keep scrolling. My post that he's talking about right here is that I kicked Prime Rib's cane from his chair. Now, most of the people don't know that I know Prime Rib and he's my training partner, and we did it as a spoof to tease people. But you can just see a 7-second video ignites something so angry in so many people to the point where people are going, I want to shoot you. You know, so
what?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'll fly you in. Come on in.
Fly in, dog.
Dog, I'll fly you in to shoot me. But again, social media, don't get too carried away. Stay calm with that kind of silly stuff. What's up, Ryan? So he's the one who was just saying the TikTok, but he's also, did he do the check-ins?
Yeah.
So is this the one that just came in?
No.
This is the one before, right? He had a good check-in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You saw that I think with him, I backed off the cardio, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think so. I'm checking.
I wanted him to get stronger right now and use that to burn some of the fat. I'm moving back up to see if there's anything I missed, guys.
Yeah, 0 cardio now.
Yeah.
2 gallons. Yeah, keep an eye on your strength. It should go through.
So this guy Ryan that was just here and said he got his check-in is that he put down his information over on the Titan Crew, and then I went in there and told him what I want him to do for the next week or two. And I actually pulled him off cardio. I know he wants to get ripped, but I think with the calories and the nutrition, the way it's set up, and if he trains like he's training, I don't think we need the cardio right now. I think right now the workouts are going to get his body moving in the right direction, and he's going to start tightening up just with that alone without adding in the cardio. And then later we can add in the cardio to make it even a little bit better and harder. But I right now want him to just focus on that training and get stronger. Because remember, the question the guy asked earlier, is it more weights or this or that? It's always the workout's priority. Workout is priority. And if he can have a better workout, man, that's gold. That's gold. Now, see, guys like this.
I was just looking for that one again.
Now, guys like this, the guys that say never back off cardio, I'll guarantee this guy's a little heavy set, right? And he's probably one of these guys that thinks he's dieting, you know.
Love steak, bro. Yummy. I'm 49, coming back from herniated discs and torn labrum and right shoulder. So
Okay.
appreciate you and your videos and your career. Great content. Keep it going.
Get on some collagen twice a day, not just once. I know that it's do it morning and night. Keep with the red meat. Compound movements. And I want to go into compound movements further for a second here after this. Do some compound movements. Keep it full range. Start light. Some bone broth. Add that in. Yeah, those are some of the details I would do for you, buddy, just so we can get that connective tissue stronger, because that's what's falling apart right now. Okay. And I love the fact that you're 49, because by 55, you're going to be stronger and you're going to be like, holy sheesh, I injured myself in my 40s. And now I'm stronger in my 50s. Let me talk about something. Isolation movements compared to compound movements. I don't know why I'd never talked about this before, but it is hard to get a mind and muscle connection on a compound movement compared to an isolation movement. Real simple. On an isolation, a concentration curl or something is pretty simple. On a compound movement, like a squat, if you guys could, I would like you all to this week focus on the compound movement, making it feel like an isolation. And you're all like, what? What are you even saying? I noticed Doc, who trains with me, is great. And when he does his form, it's freaking beautiful. But I did watch a video of him squatting, and then a little thing that I did. And I do understand that it's second nature to me, but I do it on all my lifts, and I didn't realize it. I try to do compound movements with an isolation feel.
Mm-hmm.
So when I squat, I'm actually like completely moving that weight 100% as a concentration curl, and extend up, stretch it back down, back up. And so I feel the fibers tingling and twitching. I would like you guys all to do that this week if you could. Now, it's not easy. I get that. It's like a bench press. Well, a bench press compared to these guys doing like the one hand, the hammer, one arm. You guys see this where they turn sideways in the seat and they push the thing like this? And it's like so isolated. Try to get that same kind of silliness isolation in a real move, in inclines with a barbell. It's tough, but if you could, I think you're all going to make some leaps and bounds in your training. And I'm sorry I didn't say that earlier, and I wish I did that earlier as a kid. But again, it was from point A to point B. I just wanted to get the weight up. And I realized it's not about that. It's about how you do it, not that you do it.
I kind of like this one.
Go.
How do you differentiate ego and self-challenge using weights? Like what's the thin line between, just doing it, for the ego versus actually challenging yourself?
Man, that's a tight.
It's a thin line.
I'll say that's probably the best question I have ever had on a live in the history of my lives, for me personally, because that is a fingernail difference.
Yeah,
It really. You tell me yours.
I was trying to think, like, with challenging yourself, you come into it with the approach that you're already doing everything right. Like, your form is going to be at its very best. I feel like I don't know. It's hard to explain it. But with ego, like, you don't give a fuck about anything. You're just doing it not to improve yourself. You're doing it to impress other people around you.
Are you though? Because who's ego? Who's ego? See, that's where I slip. I agree with them if it's just the straight, you're ego lifting for the gram, or you're doing something like that.
Yeah.
I never do anything like that. Trust me, I could lower all my weights 200 pounds and people will still go, wow, that's really good. I don't lift for people and I don't lift Instagram for people. So
Yeah.
I take the ego in my ego in the fight that I have. If I'm training, I'm competing against me at a freaking unrealistic level that I want to beat me. And I want to beat the young 30-year-old me. So if it's the basic ego, then it's just like Jeffrey said. Be smart, go into the lift knowing that you can do it, knowing that you're going to get some reps about it. Like Lee Priest said, you know, you never do one rep.